Yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib, there to stop him.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our routes. Much 50.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's got room. Darren Sproles. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Value 3. Hey, exit.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He's at the 30, 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 58, right there.
All right.
Here we go. Let's kill.
Hey, let's get there.
Team 6.
You can't block me.
Here.
You can't block me. 58's the mine.
Here, 5-7.
58's the mine.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz has it left side. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Let's go. Trey. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Wait, good.
A toss to the scat back. This is Darren Sproles. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Where's 5-7?
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, orbit.
Check pass. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
To throw is Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Oh, Gurley, wave goodbye. A big run there by Gurley. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the air now with Gone. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Room here to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 66 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 60 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Rush in, rush in. Go.
Now it's Sproles. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. But today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half run.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit up. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I got him.
We go. 76. 76.
53 is the mic.
Goff now looking to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Now gone. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
53. Hey, Charlie.
Check 53.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I don't think you got it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. We're good.
Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. They got a man. It's Woods. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, might be put
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Rams 34, Eagles 33.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
82, 82.
Mike 59.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Danny.
Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Got you, son. I got you. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the pass. 59 Mike.
They kill it. They force Tokyo.
59. I got you. Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We want it. Come to my
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 33.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go get him.
Running with Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Sproles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. 180. We own it. We own it.
Sproles. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check.
They're going to give it to Sproles. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
34. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, baby.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Go, slow, go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
14, 82, 14.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. He's got a man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's get off the field. Let's get
5-9. Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel-downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.